How's it going, everyone? I am Sean Moriarty.
I'm Benjamin Walters. Welcome in.
Yes, welcome to a very, very happy edition of the Two Irish Brothers show. But, Ben, I got to play this first. So let's roll this clip. But this is not an easy opponent we're playing against. So I'm going to say Notre Dame 35, SC 24.
Yeah.
What was the final score of the game?
Yep. You get a nice little pat on the back.
No. I don't get a nice pat on the back. What needs to happen is our kicker, Noah Burnett, needs a kick in the butt.
Yeah.
Because he cost me a perfect prediction right on the money.
Right.
He had to miss the extra point.
Yep.
But
he missed a field goal though too, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I'm just saying. Listen, I'd rather have those points be on the board than have it be a correct prediction on my part. But it's like, damn it! For the first time ever, I almost had a perfect prediction, and it's all because of a missed extra point.
Yeah.
Damn. But yeah, so we beat the Trojans.
Yep.
Beat the Trojans. That? It was just too close at times, too exciting. But we're rolling now, baby.
Yep.
We're rolling now.
And the crazy thing is our passing offense was very flat.
Oh, that was going to be the biggest topic of discussion.
So could you imagine if we had everything rolling?
That game probably would have been over at half.
So, yeah. But we knew this was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. We knew that Notre Dame was going to be victorious against Southern Cal. So, there you go. Lincoln Riley and Southern Cal can write down the crap. But I truly think, in all seriousness, I think that this game propels us into the playoffs, A, and B, we will most likely not see Southern Cal again for a while. That's my prediction. So, because they're a bunch of cowards. But, yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I've seen some comments where people are saying that we're bailing out.
No. We said that we'll play them anywhere, anytime. And they said that they don't want to travel to South Bend.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's that's like almost direct quotes. So, there you go.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But yeah.
Getting back to the game itself. So you pretty much said the obvious already, but yeah, this was not one of CJ Carr's better games. He had a rough one in this. And I think the one thing that everybody is thinking about right now is, as we're about to get into this discussion, is throw the ball away, CJ.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Showing some signs at times of a young quarterback, and not a savvy vet. So, yeah. But when you got the two best running backs in the business, does it even matter? So,
right.
I mean, like, holy cow.
But it's just, the thing is, at that point in the game, it's third and goal. I mean,
right.
I'd like to think that, well, I don't know. With Noah Burnett's injury, is it even automatic from there?
Well, and that's what I was thinking too. It is Freeman and company thinking we can't automatically assume we're going to get 3 points.
It's possible. I know
what you got to do. And I mean, maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe it is that the team feels the pressure, but CJ Carr also made that mistake because he's young. So I don't know, but
Well, let me just say this: whether it doesn't matter if they go for the field goal after that or try to punch it in after that, you still got to throw away the ball,
right?
Because
And you're not wrong.
Because even if they were to go for it, and let's say they handed it off to Price or Love and they got stuffed. Well, guess what? USC has it at their own 1 yard line.
Yeah.
Or 2, whatever we were on at that point.
Right.
But they would have had it deep in their own territory. And you just can't make mistakes like that. That's almost like a quarterback 101 session right there.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But all I know is points were definitely left off the board. Excuse me. Hate that. But points were definitely left on the board, and those points could have been very crucial with the way this game was going in the second half for a while.
Yes. Yep. No, I 110% agree. And Southern Cal came to play. They threw the ball a ton. We knew it. I mean, going into this game, that's what was going to happen. And it happened because they had almost no running back core whatsoever. And we showed vulnerability at times with the way that Southern Cal was going about their business. But in the end, we prevailed and we made the necessary adjustments and we made the plays that we needed to make, because to win the game, you got to win the game, not lose the game.
All right, let's just play it.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game.
But
I've played that every video since McDaniel said that.
Yeah. Yeah. Spoilers. Ben's officially no longer a Dolphins fan. But anyway.
Are you serious?
Yes, and we'll get to that later. But
all right.
Yeah, thankfully that the Irish came up with what they needed to come up with. Price with the huge touchdown.
The kickoff return
For a touchdown, 100 yards. Absolutely incredible. The sack of Maeva and then the interception that pretty much sealed it. Those were huge plays. Huge. I mean, just absolutely huge plays.
And I got to tell you something about the interception. With Christian Gray in particular, opposing quarterbacks like to pick on him. Our own fans give him a hard time.
Yeah.
But man, that kid knows how to make plays when they need to be made.
Yeah. Well, and Golick, because I listened to the radio broadcast because I was working and couldn't watch the game. But Golick made a really good point. Senior, not junior. Christian Gray got picked on, last year in particular, because you had Watson and Morrison. So who are you going at?
Right.
Gray. So, yeah. And I think USC was just like, oh, we picked on you last year, so we're going to pick on you again this year. But yeah. So is what it is. We're victorious. And at time of filming, okay, where's Notre Dame ranked?
12 in the AP poll.
We are in the playoffs.
I forget where they're at in the coaches poll, though. Not that matters.
We are in the playoffs at this moment in time.
Don't call it a comeback.
So, and see, here's my thing with that, okay? People can gripe and moan about the playoffs and say what they want. Just make it. Just make it. Because two teams that didn't have a first-round bye played the national championship last year.
It's just like the basketball tournament, man. It doesn't matter. Come tournament.
The first-round bye doesn't mean jack squat, in my opinion. And to be honest with you, I'd rather play at home than some neutral field site.
You mean at least to start the playoffs, right?
in general, I wish we would do it like FCS does it, because the only game that's not played at home at the FCS level is the championship.
So you'd like home stadiums throughout the whole playoffs?
Yep.
Interesting.
I mean,
but they want to involve those bowl games.
I know. Right. But I mean, the NFL does it. All these, there is no neutral field site except for the championship. So, yeah, I would love to see that. So I don't really care. Like I truly don't. And like I said, I would rather be at home against an Alabama, an LSU, heck, even in Ohio State. I would rather be at home. So there's that. Full circle back to Southern Cal. Do we hear every year that Southern Cal is going to go the whole way? And do every year we stop them in their tracks?
Seems to happen.
So, and Southern Cal was coming at us a little bit on the interwebs and stuff, and we get the last laugh. So there you go. But overall, once again, we closed the game out when in the past we may have lost this game.
You think we lose it under Brian Kelly?
I do.
And do you think LSU is really having buyer's remorse now?
Yes. And this was not meant to be a Brian Kelly bash fest at all. No. Just going off of the past and who the last head coach was him. And even before him, even before Brian Kelly, we had those games where we just couldn't finish. And now I feel like we're taking that step in the right direction, because until we've won the championship and until we have become a team week in, week out that is going to most likely win the game, I'm going to say we're on the verge, but I'm not going to say we're there yet. I hope we get there. Big difference between me and being a realist, but your favorite word in the English dictionary.
Dirty word. Wash it off out with soap.
But no, I was pretty impressed with how the defense played this game. This was a good offense. Let's be honest. The one thing I will give Lincoln Riley is he makes good offenses.
Yeah, he does.
So, I wanted to see, it's one thing to do that against NC State. It's one thing to do it against a hapless Arkansas, Purdue, Boise State kind of took a step back. They were in our place on the road. I wanted to see what we did against Southern Cal. And we did it.
This game really said a lot. It said that we are a lot better than what we're given credit for. As we not trying to simply focus on the first two games, but those first two games against Miami and A&M, we had our chances to win them. But but you know what? Even though it sucks losing those games, we've now found a way to know that we now know how to finish.
Right.
As you were talking about.
Yeah.
Just you see this team from week one to what it is now.
Yeah.
100 times better.
Yes.
100 times better. I'm still not letting Chris Ash off the seat just yet.
No.
I'm sorry. I can't. As good as it's been, I cannot let him off the seat just yet.
Right.
Because I'm not going to just all of a sudden praise him as some kind of genius, because the jury's still out on that. But this team is trending in the right direction. We scored a major victory over not only a huge rival, but a team that, yes, can be considered championship quality, if you will, for lack of a better term. We've gotten over this hump, and now you look at our schedule for the second half of the season. I'm not going to say that it's easy, because 4 of our last 5 opponents are all, well, there's a tradition of rivalry there. Boston College, Pittsburgh, Navy, Stanford, and I'm not really going to count Syracuse because, well, I'm talking like, that we have familiarity with.
Right.
And as far as I'm concerned, none of those teams you can sleep on either.
No, you can't sleep on anybody. You can't. I mean, this year has shown that everybody's vulnerable. I hate saying it. Okay. You're not going to hear me say it much. But the only team currently that I think has looked the part of their ranking is Indiana.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
You look at what they did to the two ranked opponents that they played.
Yeah, I say about time.
You beat them by over 10, which is incredible.
And one was on the road at work.
And one was legitimately on the road because you went across the country to play that game.
But USC doesn't want to do that.
Right. Everybody else has looked vulnerable. I mean, Ohio State's also undefeated, but who have you played yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, Ohio State's played good teams, but not great teams. So that's my hang up with them. And then it took A&M everything they had to beat us, because A&M's the last team in that section that's undefeated.
Right.
I mean, Georgia Tech's also undefeated, and so is BYU, and they're both in the top 15. But I don't put BYU and Vanderbilt, or not Vanderbilt, A&M in the same echelon as Ohio State.
Right.
And
I know what you're saying.
A couple of these other teams. So, and same with Indiana. I mean, Indiana was a playoff team last year. So Vanderbilt and A&M weren't. Vanderbilt and A&M have never made the playoffs. So there you go. Enough praise for the Hoosiers. But yeah, so we're gonna see, man. Like this season gets more and more interesting by the minute. Like, Miami losing. Who did Vanderbilt get? Vanderbilt beat somebody. Who did they beat to stay undefeated? Or not undefeated, at one loss. Who did they beat? Vanderbilt just beat a big name team too. Why am I blanking on that?
They beat LSU.
LSU, that's right. And that's no easy task either. Like, I'm not, I don't like giving Kelly credit, but LSU is a decent team. So there you go.
All I know is it seems like this year there's almost been more mayhem this year than there was last year.
Yes. And there's going to be even more mayhem because Ohio State and Indiana have to play each other. That's 1 and 2.
Georgia Tech have to play each other.
Georgia and Georgia Tech have to play each other. Georgia and Alabama have already played each other. So there's that.
Talking as far as teams in front of us go, BYU still has to play Texas Tech.
Yep.
And so we went out. Things are looking pretty good for us.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But
and Ole Miss still has a couple big games left too. So I mean, if they have one more hiccup,
right.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. And that hiccup for an Ole Miss team has to be very, very small, like Notre Dame's hiccups. You got to lose by 3 points or less. So, and
I gotta say,
it's crazy.
It's pretty surprising we've gone almost 20 minutes and we haven't talked about Jeremiah Love yet. But I guess that's what happens when you just come. See, we expect him to have the game.
Yeah, I mean,
see,
this was arguably one of the greatest running back games of all time.
Yeah, between him and Price, they had over 300 yards.
And how fitting that it came against Southern Cal. Well, yes. Does it get any better than that? No. Other than winning a championship? No, it is not.
No.
So, yeah. I mean, you literally have the two best guys in the country. running back wise. I mean, just absolutely incredible. And
well, it's special seeing these two guys play together.
And can we give Price some credit? Because here's the credit that I want to give Price. You could have gone anywhere else and been top dog. Anywhere else. You take your pick. That schools would have lined up to have Price. And he stays and plays second fiddle to Love, and he's still eating. He is still getting his yards. It is absolutely incredible. He's getting half the carries that most of these dudes get, and he's still getting the yards and better yards than most guys.
He's a freak.
Yeah.
In a good way, of course.
Yeah.
But our running game has just been phenomenal. Probably
absolutely dominant.
Seen.
Absolutely. I mean, and like that's a Notre Dame MO, but I mean, it just feels a little different right now. Just a little bit different.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited. And
well, all I can say is this: a much needed bye week is coming up.
Yes.
I mean, it sucks that Notre Dame's not playing next week, but we need it. The team needs it.
We're a little beaten up. Let's,
Yeah.
Like you said, we got some rivalry games coming up, and yes, it's teams that we should beat. Yes, it's teams that aren't on our level, but that hasn't stopped anybody this season, and it sure as heck hasn't stopped anybody in the past. So,
and well, we'll get there when we.
I want to be as healthy as we possibly can coming into these games, because
especially when it comes to Navy,
the more the merrier.
Yes.
So, yeah, overall, great win. CJ Carr's got to put the game behind him. I feel like he'll learn from this.
He'll get better.
He's gotten better every week. Every week. It was a very wet day. It's hard, in those situations.
You're going to have bad games. That's all there is to it.
Right. And we won, So, yeah. If he was a senior and this was a struggle, then I'd be a little more concerned about it. As a youngster, make these mistakes now, improve, get better. Let's go win a championship.
I agree. So, on that note, everyone, with it being the bye week, Ben and I, we're not exactly sure what we're going to do. We'll try to have something for you guys.
Yeah.
We're just not sure what it is yet. But yeah, much needed bye coming up. We're looking forward to it as well. And on that note, everyone, I am Sean Moyerty.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
This has been the Two Irish Brothers Show. And as we always say, good night, God bless, and go Irish.
Go Irish.